Well, the Better Factory project is about how to improve manufacturing in Europe. There's a collaboration between Ciprian, ANTARES and me. And with the three of us, we're working on digitalizing the factory, so making a digital twin of the factory.
It's quite a challenge for any European manufacturer, but more especially a manufacturer from East Europe, to face the challenges of today's market situation, where instead of only producing, you should also be creative.
And from my perspective, I'm also interested in looking at how we can improve the work environment itself with movement or applying movements that people in the factory like to make. And it's also about creating a circular desk chair. For example, if you look at most chairs here in the showroom, then often you use foam and fabrics. And the problem with that is that you need to glue it to each other, you need to staple it, and it's not about 4 or 5 staples, but you have like hundreds of staples. And if the chair is returned to the factory, and you need to dismantle it, it takes a lot of time to remove all the staples and the glue. They leave stains, or they make it even impossible to remove materials from each other or to separate them. So my challenge was how can you develop different design strategies to create an office chair which can be refurbished easier. And one strategy is to remove the foam and remove the fabric and to make a wooden shell which can be composted at the end of life, or at least it will last longer than office chair right now. Most chairs are used for 7 years, but in this case you can use the case or the shell way longer. And then by using a strap or a mesh, you can upholster it without using foam, without using staples, and without using glue. Two other strategies is to make it from a single material. One made from metal that you can just extract, so you don't need a mold. Molds are very expensive. You have one material that you can use, so if you want to recycle it or reuse it, you can easily, you don't need to separate any materials, you just already have one material. And the other strategy is to use as little materials as possible, to see if you can use air. And for me, air is also an interesting material because you can use it as a joint. So you can move, you can make an active chair with it. So these are the 3 directions that I'm exploring as a designer to see if you can make circular desk chairs.